Hello everybody, I am Lucas from LoukasArts, and today we're actually checking out a cool survival-friendly drawbridge that I have made. It's pretty cool, it's pretty simple design, but I thought I'd make something a little more survival-friendly rather than doing all of this command block based stuff. So there's actually a villager on the other side of this bridge that I'm hoping to trade with, so we're just going to go across here. As you can see, the drawbridge lifts up and closes behind me to not let any nasties through there. And then we can go up here and come across our bridge. Like so. Try this guy and wait, what? 40 rotten flesh for an This is not the trade I was promised, villager. So guys, today, as you can see, we are building this cool little drawbridge, and we're also watching my absolutely terrible acting skills there. Okay then guys, I've dug out the appropriate area and placed the appropriate blocks. In your moat you will need 2 spots of where you're going to have your struts for your bridge. As you can see, I have them here. One of them is a piston and one of them is a non-movable block. I would suggest a dropper or a dispenser, which you place facing upwards. One of these will be your piston. As you can see, I have walled this area off with other blocks. So you want this to be here, and you could just put any block here for a filler. You can even use dirt, but that's just symbolising where you're going to put your block at a later date. You can even put that there now if you like, but that may cause a small amount of complications. So what I've basically done is I've set up the tripwire, which will go across here. I suggest having this around 2 blocks in front of your bridge. And then we have just led a redstone line down into this area I've dug out. So now what we are going to do is we are going to make a pulse extender. If you don't know how this works, we are just going to put 3 repeaters in a line like so, all of 4 ticks. And a block here. We are going to put a torch on this block, not a pumpkin, a torch. A redstone torch for that matter, and 3 blocks along like this. We are then going to put another repeater here. We are actually going to set this to 1 tick, and we are going to put 2 redstone lines here and 1 here. Oops. In fact, no, we will not put our torch there. We will put it on this side. There's the buggy snapshot again. So the torch is now here. We are going to run a redstone line around here like so, and up into this block, which will have a torch on it. We will also need to run it like this through another block with a torch on it, and through into this one. So now if we were to, if I could come up here, yes I can. Ooh, I thought I was going to wreck everything by filling it with water then, but that is so very odd. Do I not need this one? No, apparently I don't. Never mind. So as you can see, if I walk over here, the bridge will extend, and then it will retract. So as it turns out, we didn't need that second inverter. I thought we did for some reason. So the line will come down here, go through our pulse extender into this torch, inverting this signal, and then this one, turning the piston on and picking up our bridge. So now how to actually make the bridge. First of all, we are going to have to block up all of this area here to make sure it does not get flooded when we move those base blocks. So we have filled up that area, and now this one, making sure not to leave any blocks behind. Phew, I thought that one wasn't safe then. Ooh, that was close. But this is what it should look like from the top now. So what we're going to do is grab our dropper or dispenser. In my case, I'm using a dispenser, and put it right there. I think this one, no, I thought it was full of command blocks then. Never mind. So we have our piston and our dropper slash dispenser, both facing upwards. This will just make it look a lot more uniformed, as the textures are very similar on the sides of dispensers and pistons. However, this just has a wooden top rim. So what we're going to do is lay out our slime blocks. You'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 slime blocks for this. Now we are going to put down our non-movable blocks. In my case, I'm using pumpkins to make it look a lot more uniform than the obsidian we used before. So I'm going to place down my 3 pumpkins, which are my non-movable blocks. You can use anything. I used obsidian in the previous one, as I was saying. However, I think these will go nicer with the orange bridge I am making. You could even use dispensers and things if you want to make a stone bridge. Just some suggestions, but anyway, so now you're just going to make your bridge design, make it look nice and fancy. You might want to put 2 blocks here and here, as the bridge can hold them, and it looks quite nice. Then again, we are going to put another blocks here, just to make our bridge meet at the other side. Now we are going to get some more decoration blocks. I'm using these fence gates. We are going to put them along like this. I'm taking advantage of all of the new snapshot blocks here, aren't I? No, not all of them. But you can just decorate this however you want. I've done mine like this, just to give you some ideas. We'll maybe put some banners. Might look quite nice at either side. Yeah, that might look nice. So here is our bridge from the front. It actually looks kind of ugly now that I think about it. But if we just walk over this tripwire, as you can see, this section raises in the middle, just big enough to fit a boat, and it will go down in just a second. So if you just briskly move over this and come up to the front, it gives you just enough time to get under. Now I'm actually a lot slower because I'm not in a boat, but if you were in a boat, you wouldn't get crushed like I did, which is a shame. So I'm just going to grab my boat here. Let me just shift click all of this into my inventory and grab my boat. So I'm just going to put my boat down and do this. So as you can see, I can fit through with some time to spare, and also this will make sure that no monsters and evil things will get through and swim under your bridge, because if you had your bridge above the ground, then monsters might be able to swim under and get past your gates. Say you had some kind of wall here to try and stop any monsters from coming through, and then you had your nice lovely bridge to get across from side to side, then they may be able to swim under your bridge and get out somewhere at the other side. However, this design lets you only get under the bridge, as the mobs will be a lot slower. They may get stuck like I have, and they'll have to try and find a way to get out. As you can see, I cannot get out at all unless I fly out of the top there. But it'd be a lot easier to catch them, and if I was to try and, let me just put down a zombie and a villager. I'm gonna cage this villager up at the other side. I always feel so cruel doing this, putting villagers in fences waiting to get mauled by zombies, but oh well. Here's our villager, and here's our zombie. Spawn him over here. Well, there's a villager on the other side of that fence, on the other side of that bridge. Go get him. I'll even show him to you. Look, he's over there. Go get him. Go on. Oh, that was just some block update lag. As you can see, the zombie couldn't actually get under, and that is because he will automatically start swimming when he's in the water, meaning he cannot actually fit underneath 2 high gaps very well. And eventually he will start burning because he's jumping up and down, so he'll get hurt a little bit and eventually die, which will be quite good. But let's just give him a couple of whacks here. And there we go. So as you can see, it does protect your base rather well. Oh, and this villager managed to swim out of these gates. Well done, villager. However, you can't escape that way. So guys, that was the cool bridge design that I just showed you. If you did like this design, and if you did like the video, do leave a like. Oh, and don't broadcast to Twitch. Do leave a like, it's very appreciated. And of course, subscribe for more Minecraft content. Do comment on what you would like to see next time. But guys, there is only one thing left to say. We all know that. Goodbye.